Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to set up and install the Axial Drift mod kit. So the first thing you want to do is load up your web browser and go to atomiclollipop.com/axial drift modkit.zip, and it should be case sensitive and everything. So go ahead and download that. And then once it's downloaded, it'll look like this. Go ahead and extract that to a folder. So it'll look like this. And then once that's done, go ahead and cut and paste that into your C drive UE426 projects folder. So it'll look like this. And you won't have all these folders yet because we're going to do that next. So once that's done, go back out to your UE426 project, or I'm sorry, your UE426 folder, and right-click this UE4 Games U projectors and edit that with Notepad, and simply add this projects / to the bottom of it so that you're telling the UE4 project about this projects folder right here. So go ahead and save that. So the next thing you want to do is generate project files.bat. You just want to double click that to run it. It's possible you'll run into a .NET 4.6.2 error here. If you do, I have a link for you to download that and install it. Once you run generate project files like I just did, you should get a few more extra folders in this directory here, like intermediate and stuff. So the next thing you want to do is go into Projects, Axial Drift Mod Kit, and right-click the U project and edit that with Notepad. And you'll have at the bottom of yours, mine's already gone. You'll have something that says additional plugin directories, mods, and then you want to delete that from the comma and then through the brackets. So it basically should look like this. So just delete the additional plugin directories, mods entry right beneath this on yours, and that will stop like this weird error or bug from, like, it's kind of an issue with the engine where for some reason it's a bug where it detects that like the mod kit is being accessed from like 2 locations. I'm not really sure why, but that fixes the issue. So go ahead and save that and exit. Then when that's done, go ahead and load up Visual Studio 2019. And then load up, just open a project or solution and go to your C drive UE426 and this UE4 solution. So you're always going to load the mod kit through the UE4 solution. You're not going to directly load that project at first. So once that's loaded, what you'll notice is you have this games folder, and then inside of that you'll have Arena VR, which is the actual mod kit project within this solution. And so what you want to do is right-click Expand Games and then right-click Arena VR, which is actually the Axial Drift mod kit project, and then set it as Startup Project, and then it will become bold like this. And that'll make it so that when we build and run, it's always running this project, not like the actual engine. So the next thing you want to do is under Programs, expand out Programs, and this automation tool, you want to right click and just build that. And then the next thing you want to do is under the Programs Automation folder, you want to look for this simple UGC.automation tool. And then you want to right click that, go to Properties, and you'll be in this application tab. So go to this build tab, and we want to make sure this output path is correct. I think it might be filled out for you automatically. If not, and I believe this ... are necessary as well. It needs to be a relative path like this to the automation scripts folder. You can also just browse to it yourself by going to browse and just going to your C drive, UE426, engine, binaries, .NET, automation scripts, and then hit select folder. And then make sure to make it relative with these dots as well once you do that. Again, it might already be filled out for you automatically, so you might have to worry about it. Once that's done, go ahead and right-click Simple UGC Automation and click Build. So you're building that as well. So the next thing we're going to want to do is actually build the Arena VR mod kit. So we'll right-click that and we'll choose to build it as well. So we'll just give it a little bit of time to finish. Shouldn't take too long. You can kind of see the progress down here. You should get this one succeeded. You can also close this as well. Then the next thing we're going to want to do is we actually want to launch the mod kit. So you can just go to debug here at the top, and you can do start without debugging, or you can click Control F5. So what that's going to do, it's going to load the mod kit editor. So once your mod kit is loaded, it should look something like this. You can expand this out here if you need to see this tree. So the next thing we're going to want to do is go to Window, Project Launcher, and then you're going to want to click this plus button, and that will create a new profile, a new Project Launcher profile like this right here. So it'll actually start you in here. So you can go up to the top and you can click up here to like change the name to something like mod kit. And I just added this description as well. The next thing you're going to want to do is under here, under project, this drop down, you want to click that and go to browse. And you want to browse into your C drive, UE426 projects, Axial Drift mod kit, and choose the Arena VR U project for that. Next, you want to make sure build configuration is set to shipping here under build, and under advanced settings, make sure build UAT is selected. Then on the right here, you want to select by the book from this drop down. And then you want to go down here under Cook in this first section and choose Windows No Editor. Cooked culture should just be set to EN by default, which is fine. As you can see right here, it's automatically selected, and then none of the maps should be selected. So everything unchecked. Then you'll want to go into this release DLC patching settings, and you'll want to click this create a release version of the game for distribution. Make sure that's checked, and then add 1.0 into the name of the new release to create. Then under advanced settings, you want to check store all content in a single file Unreal Pack, so make sure that's checked. And then also make sure that cooker build configuration is also set to shipping. Then under package on the right here, make it package and store locally, and just leave this by default. And then under deploy, select do not deploy. Then when you're done with that, go ahead and click back at the top, and this ModKit profile that you created, go ahead and launch this profile right here, and that will actually build this ModKit, some pieces of it that are necessary, and it could take a while. I think it has to build like up to like 800 or almost or so things, so it can take about like 15, 20, 30 minutes to build and launch this profile. When that's succeeded, you can just hit done at the bottom. So the next thing we'll want to do is, once that's done, let's create a really just quick mod and test it to make sure everything's working. So up here, just go to create UGC, just give it some kind of name like test mod video, and you can just hit create mod. And then you can, under levels, you can just, in the core of your mod kit here, you can just click and drag this map template, and you can choose to copy to the test mod video content folder, and then you can just give it a different name like test mod content. And you can load it, and you can see it right here, and you can see that it's loaded here as well. So we just created it. So now what we're going to do is, we're actually done. We've created a mod already. We're going to package that mod into a pack file to make sure everything has worked. So just go to package UGC, choose our test mod video, and choose our desktop, and just hit select folder, and here it goes. And you can hit show output log to see any issues that it might run into or errors. I'll have some info in the comments in case you run into any issues. And so boom, it just finished. It was complete. It was successful because it gave us that noise. It even says success down here. And if we look on our desktop, we will see here, this is it, and this is the pack file, and it's 91 kilobytes, and that's good. If your pack file, if you build the mod and your pack file is like 44 kilobytes and you know it should be like a lot larger, then what's happening is sometimes Unreal like loses the information about like what's in this mod content folder for some reason. I don't really know why. So the solution, if your mod kit, if it's not building, if it's not packaging stuff into the pack file that it should be, you can always just right click, make a new folder, give it a bunch of like random numbers, doesn't really matter, and just all the content from your mod, just move it into that new subfolder. Just hit move here, and that's all you have to do, and you can just literally package and then build it again. And then later, if it ever does that again, you can always just rename this to another like random number name, and it will, and then package it again, and it will start packaging everything for you to the max. So just a little bit of trick for you, an issue that I've run into, and yeah, just wanted to share that with you. So yeah, that should be everything you need to get the mod kit set up, installed, and actually build your first mod. So thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.